Welcome everyone to the second class in our week 1 body tour set of classes for Sangha Yoga. And today's class is called Hello to Hamstrings. So you remember we already asked Chloe to do a little forward bend. Maybe she'll do another one for us to see how her hamstrings are coming along. And as you all probably know, your hamstrings are big thick muscles at the back of the thigh, and they get really short from sitting in chairs and doing sport, particularly running and cycling and things like that. So we're going to do some practices today to really help those hamstrings begin to lengthen, but it is something that you don't get instant results from, so be patient with yourself. So we'll begin by just taking the feet hip width apart, relaxing the arms away from the body, and taking a moment to center and focus on exactly how we feel. And you can close the eyes for this or just have the eyes downcast. So notice all the sensations in your body, notice your energy levels, and bring into your awareness any sensations or any injuries or anything going on for you, so that you can really start your yoga practice from exactly where you are right now. And then also steady your breath, trying to do all your breathing in and out through the nose, but if your nose is blocked, then please use the mouth. Okay, lovely. So opening the eyes, and we're going to begin by moving dynamically, and as you breathe in, you're just going to lift the right leg and draw the right thigh in towards the body. And as you breathe out, you're going to take that foot back down to the mat. So breathing in, right leg coming up, hands coming around the shin, drawing the thigh in, squeezing the thigh in towards the body, perfect, and then exhale, release the leg down. And breathing in, left leg's coming up, drawing the left leg in, and breathing out, release it down. So we're just going to work like this for a few more breaths. It's just going to get us into our feet, into our balance, and by just lifting and lowering the leg with the breath, we're not asking ourselves to hold a balance or do anything like that. And as you get more confident, you can keep the spine nice and tall and maybe just draw the thigh a little bit closer in towards the abdomen. Now if you're a keen watcher of detail, you'll remember we did this a little bit in the last class, but from lying down. So this is a hip opener. And this is stretching also the glutes as we begin to warm up the body. So we'll just do one more, finishing with that left leg. And then we'll release the leg down and give the legs a little shake out. Let the arms hang, and then breathing in, taking the shoulders forwards and up. Breathing out, taking the shoulders back and down. We do this one a lot. We'll do it repeatedly through the course of classes. Such an effective way to quickly release the shoulders. This time as you exhale, take the palms out, bend the elbows, bring the fingertips onto the top of the shoulders, and just 2 circles in one direction and 2 circles back in the other direction. And always really good to check in, notice whether your shoulders are tight and tense or whether you are feeling quite chilled and quite relaxed in the shoulders. And then release the arms down, give the shoulders a little shake. Turn the palms outwards, roll the shoulders back, and breathing in, sweep the arms up overhead until the palms touch. And as you exhale, draw the palms down the midline of the body to the chest. At the end of the exhale, release the hands back down. Sweep the arms up and out. We're connecting to a nice deep breath as we do this. And we're going to add in a little bit of work for the feet. So on the next inhale, keep the heels down, but try to lift the toes as the arms go up. And as you exhale, relax the toes down. Do that one more time. When we lift the toes, we really activate a lot of muscles in the feet that help to support the 3 arches of the feet, and having really healthy toned arches is good for taking the pressure off your knees and off your hips, and actually off your lower back as well. And then we're going to let the toes relax down, and this time as the arms go up, we're going to hover the heels. This is a little bit trickier. If you lose your balance, just take the heels back down onto the mat, otherwise lower them with the exhale, and 2 more times in your own time, lifting the heels, reaching up, exhale, lower them down, and last one. Very good. And then keep both feet flat on the floor, take both arms up overhead, palms together, and on an exhale, just lean to your right to stretch the left side of the body. And as you breathe in, come back up, and exhale, stretch the other side of the body. And do that once more to each side, just to lengthen all the muscles and tissues running up the side of your body. And finishing with that sway to the left. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, release the arms down. Very nice. So here comes the first hamstring stretch. We'll get Chloe to face the short edge of her mat and step the right leg forward and the left leg back. It doesn't need to be a big stride this time. It's not like the warrior stride we did in the last class. And we're going to take the hands behind the back and interlace the hands. And just have a feel how that is. If you have the palms facing inwards, that's a little bit easier. And just have a little go here at stretching the arms away, feeling that you're drawing the shoulder blades down the body and towards each other a little bit. That's really going to free the shoulders, create some space at the front of the body. It should feel fairly comfortable. So just soften the elbows, don't go so intensely if you're experiencing any shoulder pain. And then from here, we're going to take a breath in, opening the front of the body, and then we're going to breathe out and just fold forwards until the spine is parallel to the floor. We're folding over that right leg, and we're just keeping the right knee slightly soft at the moment. Now in this position, take a breath in, and then as you exhale, just see how much you can straighten that right leg. It's probably not going to go fully straight, particularly if your hamstrings are tight. And take a couple more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. It's always on the exhale in these hamstring lengthening stretches that you make progress. The inhale is really a moment just to hold steady. So on the next inhale, keeping that right knee soft, inhale, come up, and then exhale, release the hands and give the arms a little shake, step the leg back. We'll do the same on the other side. We're doing something a little bit clever here, so we're continuing to release the shoulders, but that arm position, as you may have noticed, when you go into the forward bend, it stops you collapsing the back into a rounded position. So what you naturally want to do is round the back because your hamstrings are short, and this hand clasp stops you doing it. So breathing in, left knee is soft, and exhale, folding forwards, bringing the back to about parallel to the floor, holding position, and then working here, breathing in, and as you breathe out, trying to draw that left hip back, drawing the left leg towards straight, but not expecting the leg to fully straighten. And that's partly because you've stepped that leg forward, so you've already used up some of your hamstring length, and that's why this is such an intense and effective hamstring stretch. Very nice. And then softening the left knee and breathing in, coming up, and breathing out, release the hands, step the legs back, just shake out the arms and the legs. So we're going to do that same stretch, but Chloe's going to show us how this can be done with the support of a chair, using the back of the chair first of all, and then the seat of the chair. So I'm going to get her to face the chair away from it so she can reach the back like that. That's perfect. and then stepping the right leg forward and the left leg back. And this time we're not going to clasp the hands behind the back. We're going to actually sweep the arms overhead in a second. So if you just stand up and release the arms away from the chair, that's perfect. But when you go forward, try to imagine it's as if you still have your hands clasped, so you don't want to round the back and collapse the spine. So here we go, breathing in, sweep the arms up, reach up, make the spine nice and tall, and then breathing out, folding forwards until the palms rest on the back of the chair. And take the spine forward. That's great. And now, using the chair as a little bit of a support, start to work that right leg straight and take the stretch. So this variation on the hamstring stretch is particularly good if you know that you shouldn't really take your head lower than your heart. So if you have high blood pressure or any conditions, and if you're in that category, you should really check with a doctor that everything is safe for you to do yoga practice. But we can make these little modifications to keep it safe for you. And then breathing in, coming up, and we'll just change legs and show that variation on the left side. And do this a little bit more quickly. So left leg forwards, right leg back, breathing in, sweep the arms up, breathing out, folding forwards, using the back of the chair for support, and then straightening the left leg and using the out breath to lengthen that left hamstring. Lovely. And then breathing in, coming up. So if we flip the chair around, we'll do that once more, but this time we'll come a little bit further forwards. So this is more for people with lower back problems. So not standing too close to the chair, maybe standing back a little bit so that you can reach forward for it. Right leg forward, left leg back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding forwards, this time taking the hands onto the seat of the chair and letting the spine and the body tip forwards a little bit further than before. And again, on the exhale, drawing that right hip back, straightening the right leg, allowing the stretch to deepen. So it's absolutely fine to do slightly more gentle versions of these stretches and build up to the full version, but also knowing that if you need to just work with the one with the back of the chair or this variation, then go with that. You don't need to do the third one we're going to do in a minute if it's not right for you. Very good. And then breathing in, softening the right knee, coming up and changing legs, and we'll do that stretch with the left leg. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, lengthening the spine, reaching out of the hips, and exhale, folding forwards, hands on the seat of the chair, folding as far forwards as the spine and the hamstrings will allow, and then drawing the left hip back, straightening the left leg. So what Chloe's doing very well here is not allowing her back to over round. So you can see a gentle curve in the back, that's absolutely fine. What we don't want is a really rounded back where you're doing most of the stretch in the back where we don't really want it, and not stretching the hamstring, which is where we want to focus our effort. Lovely. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, step the legs together. So let's just take a little counter pose of linking the hands behind the back, as we've done lots of forward bending there. And then we'll do the last one of these where we're not going to use the chair. But as I said, if you need the chair, keep it handy. So right leg forward, left leg back, releasing the hands. And then breathing in, sweeping the arms up. And breathing out, this time folding as far forward as you're able to. So eventually When the hamstrings are long enough, the hands will reach the floor. You could bring the floor up to your hands with some yoga blocks, but equally you could just rest the hands on the shin if they're not reaching the floor, or bend the elbows and rest them on the thigh. So in this deep forward bend, it will be even more of a challenge to try and get that right leg straight, and it is going to take many repetitions over a significant period of time to be able to fold forward over a straight leg and have the hamstring length to do that. So just be happy with the progress we're making now. You certainly are making progress, but it's little by little, bit by bit, not great big leaps of flexibility. So to come out of this deeper hamstring stretch, we breathe in, just flatten the back, engage the back muscles, and then push into the feet, sweep the arms out to the side and back up, reaching up. And exhale, release the arms down, step the right leg back, and then take the left leg forwards, right leg back, and we'll repeat that on the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale, folding forwards, and taking exactly the same stretch. Use your breath. It's really important to use your breath and know that it's the exhale that is going to give you the flexibility. It's actually a very clever way in which the out breath calms down the nervous system, which is tightening that muscle that you're trying to stretch. So the long, smooth exhale that you do really helps you to decrease the tension in that muscle and allow it to gain a bit more length than it otherwise would. Very nice. And then breathing in, flatten the back, come all the way up, reach up. Breathing out, release the hands down. Take the hands behind the back again, stretch the arms away just to counterpose that movement. And then we've got another little balance that we're going to do now, which is also a counterpose to the forward bending. It's quite a tricky balance, so feel free to either use the back of a chair or a wall if you find this too difficult. So what we're going to do is shift the weight into the left foot, and then when you're ready, you're going to bend the right leg and catch the front of the right shin with the right hand. So folding the leg back behind you. Exactly, perfect. Very nice. And then the left arm, if it can, reaches straight up into the air. It mirrors the standing left leg. Brilliant. It's not uncommon for people to lose their balance here, end up hopping around the room, so don't worry if that is happening to you. Beautifully done. On an exhale, release the arm, release the right leg. Pause for a moment. And then shift the weight into the right foot, right leg, bending the left, catch the shin, bend the leg back, take the right arm up. And like we said in the last class, if you can fix your gaze, that will help with your balance. If you can steady your breath, that will also help. Very nice. And on an exhale, release the arm and release the leg. Just shake that out for a moment. So we're going to do one more version of that, and I'm going to get Chloe just to face the short edge of her mat so you get a side view of this. So it starts in exactly the same way. Shift the weight into the left foot, bend the right leg, catch the front of the right shin, and taking the left arm up, and then just as far as you can, just beginning to draw the right knee back a little bit and take the left arm forwards, and you can see we're just creating a little bit of back bend. That's perfect. That's about as far as we want to go. You're getting back bend and you're getting a stronger stretch through that right quad. So this is a kind of half version of the dancer pose. This is what we call dancer pose in yoga. And then to come out, inhale, bring yourself back upright, and then exhale, release the arm, release the foot. That was fabulous. And we're going to shift the weight to the other side. Breathing in, reaching up, and breathing out, tilting the body forward, stretching the left knee back, the right arm forwards, and breathe. Very nice. Breathing in, coming up, and breathing out, release from that balance. Super. So we're going to finish the session back down on the mat, and if you lie lengthways along the mat, draw the knees in, take a little rock from side to side, rolling the head the opposite way to the knees. And then taking the feet down onto the mat, stretching the arms away from the shoulders. Just one little quick twist. This is to release the spine from all the standing work. So arms extending away from the shoulders. And just once to each side. Exhale, take the knees to the right, roll the head the opposite way. And breathing in, coming to center, and moving to the other side. That's great. And this time when you come up, when you've done once to each side or thereabouts, draw the knees back in over the chest. And our last little stretch for the hamstrings is a bit less intense than the ones we've done so far. And we're going to use the belt or the strap for this one. We're going to take it round the right foot. We're going to keep the left foot exactly where it is, flat on the floor. Take the belt round the right foot and stretch that belt and stretch the leg up into the air. And you're just working towards getting that leg straight. And if you can get the leg straight, then you're working towards getting the leg vertical. And if you can get the leg both straight and vertical, you've got quite a lot of flexibility in the hamstrings. And then over time, that leg is going to start to creep in towards the body as well. So what we'll do, we're just going to take 5 breaths here. We've probably done 2 or 3 already, but I want you to feel that you are deepening the stretch as you breathe out. And each time you breathe in, do a micro bend in that right knee. So slightly soften the stretch on the inhale and slightly deepen the stretch on the exhale. And this will help the muscle to release. I really don't worry if you are not managing to get the leg straight or vertical. That actually means that this class is even more what you need. So everybody's had that experience, and we just need to go through it. And over time, everything will become much more spacious in the body. Lovely. So releasing and changing feet now. So right foot is on the mat and the left foot takes over the belt. And coming into exactly the same kind of position you had for the other side. Sometimes the hamstrings are a little bit different from right side to left side, but not much. And again, just working a deeper stretch as you breathe out and micro bending and decreasing the stretch as you breathe in. And let's make the next exhale the last one. So releasing from that, releasing the belt, sliding both legs straight and giving the legs a little bounce up and down to let them lose any tension. And then we're coming into our mini relaxation, taking the feet towards the edges of the mat, the arms away from the body, palms facing upwards. If you're happy to close your eyes, otherwise have a soft gaze towards the ceiling. As you breathe in, tense that right leg. As you breathe out, relax it. Breathing in, tense the left leg. Breathing out, relax it. Breathing in, tensing the right arm. Breathing out, relax. Breathing in, tensing the left arm. Breathing out, relax. Breathing in, squeezing the muscles of the face. Breathing out, relax the face. And now relax the whole of the body. We're going to take a few moments of stillness and quietness. Of course, at home you could take a longer relaxation, which might be exactly what you need. But in these videos, it's just a 2-minute ending to the class. Allow your breath to deepen. Move the fingers and toes. Stretch your arms overhead. And when you're ready, bend your knees, roll onto your side. And then coming back up to sitting. Thanks for joining us for this hamstring lengthening class. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.